Anyways, gonna be going to see my E30. Turns out the head gasket is fucking blown, and they think it needs to get re-sleeved as well. So it's going back to my original engine builder. It was my fault. I don't know why am I facing this thing out. I guess I'm just shy. What was I saying? Yeah, like they wanted to they said that it would need to get re-sleeved, and it was because the head gasket blew because it had overheated. And then when they said it had overheated, I remembered that 1 year ago I did overheat it. It's basically due to my dumbass like not getting gauges because I kept on not agreeing. Like, I just couldn't get my head around the price for the value, I guess. I don't know. So dumb. I was just being a dumbass, I think. So, like, I was getting gauges in this time around at another shop, at this shop that I'm going to right now. And then as they got the gauges in, then I was like, yo, do a dyno run, do a few dyno runs. And they noticed like at 1.3 bars, the boost would like at 1.3 bars of boost. How much the PSI is that? I don't know. Is that like 24, 25, 30? I don't know. 30. It's like moderately high. It's not that high. Anyways, they were like, wait, where the fuck am I going? Wait, hold on. One second. Anyways, it turns out it's all straight on through, so that's fine. I think I just hold it like this and chill. Fuck. My train of thought sucks down. Kind of sleepy. What was it again? 1.2 bars of boost. Yeah, so 0.9 bars of boost, which is like 15 or 16 psi. It was like making a 300 wheel, and it was fine. It would get up to 7,500, 7,500. Basically the red line of the SR20. It would happily do that, but then when you put it on 1.3 bars of boost, which is like the number I want, it was, because I got it like internal stuff, it was like dropping off hard into like 60, like it would just drop off at 6,500 hard, and it was not like a rev limit or anything like that. And so he was like, so the shop was like kind of trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. They replaced the CAS sensor, crank angle sensor. They replaced like all these fucking things. I got new injectors as well, like up to 900 cc's. Back was like 450 cc. I don't know how it worked, but it did. And like now it's up to 900 cc's, and all these sensors and stuff to check it out and swapping stuff around. Like it's like a disc thing, 24 to 1 versus 360, the crank angle sensor or some shit like that, and like a plate or whatever. Like all of that was swapped out. I posted on Facebook trying to figure out what was wrong, and people, basically they all said the things that we had already tried. So then one thing he did notice, like later on he did mention, it was drinking a bit of coolant. And I was like, well, that's interesting. That's not good. Not in the sense of like, oh, I'll run out of coolant or some shit like that, but more like the coolant has to go somewhere, right? Turns out the coolant was going into the motor. It was because I had overheated it accidentally when I first got in the motor rebuilt, because my dumbass went to go get an intercooler swap. So I went to a shop to get an intercooler swap, and then I don't know what the fuck they did. I don't know. I feel like they knocked it or something. I don't know. But I'm not gonna go back there and fucking blame them for something a year ago. But and it's kind of pointless. I should have had seen it coming if I had sensors that worked. But instead, it was just I just drove off like as if nothing fucking happened, and then I got pretty far. I actually nearly got to home, and then I saw smoke coming out of my engine hood, and I was like, the fuck? And then I stopped the car, and it was like fucking pissing coolant everywhere. I have a video. And I was like, what the shit is this? And turns out that the fan had died, and I should have been, and like, I should have gotten new fans. I should have done it, but I never did it because I was always cheaping out. I was always like, oh, I'll get forged internals, but do I need a new radiator when my old radiator works? No. And it was like a Volvo radiator or something. I still have a fucking radiator, but it ran for like 10 years perfectly fine, no issues. And then just when I got a new motor, put in a new nice intercooler on it. So stupid. Anyways, yeah, and well, when that happened, the engine builder just kind of torqued it down and kind of just called it a day, I guess. Like, it sort of worked. Like, it worked for about a year after that, perfectly fine. Honestly, it was working fine all the until we actually fucking noticed this weird issue. It was really, really fine. But I'm glad I found it, because I'm supposed to go to Sepang, and if I go to Sepang with a fucking blowing head gasket, I'm gonna shoot a rod easily if that water ingressed into it at any point. I don't know now. Should I have done this or not? Yeah. But like, it seemed far enough, but now it's like a month away. Doesn't feel long enough for a full rebuild and then run in. But the thing is that, like, what was I saying? Yeah, the thing is that, like, everything else is in place. Like, it just has to be swapped out. I mean, it just has to be pulled out and fixed up and put back in. There's no need for sensors or anything like that. So yeah, it's not, I don't know, man. I'm praying. And for like the run in, don't worry. I mean, I'm telling myself don't worry, because, or, you know, I mean, you guys might be watching it. It's just 1,000 kilometers of me driving around like a fucking dumbass, and that's easy for me to do. I don't really, it's pretty meditative. That's not my concern. My concern is how long will the fucking parts come back from the machine shop once it leaves to the engine builder. Just be me. Once it gets there, then if you, like, the machine guy takes too long, I could get fucked, and I could be out of money for no reason. Because I have flights booked for Sepang and all that shit, you know. So yeah, that's the stressful bit. Yeah, so there we have it. Fucking, because of a fucking, wait, what is it? It is actually funny that all this like this whole discovery of it, all of it was basically because I was gonna go to Buriram for a race, and the fucking what was that? I kept on hearing the oscillation shit going on with the fuel pumps, and my fuel pumps had died a few times, and I was like, it's definitely this fucking oscillation noise, and I kept on trying to find out why was the fuel pumps dying. Was it the oscillation? So the oscillation noise was from the alternator not getting like a steady current, and it basically burnt itself out, killed the battery as well. So that was all that transpired. It was just that I was there, and because these guys were able to take a fucking credit card, I was gonna just swap my dad's credit card on it and fucking put in gauges. It's kind of funny. It's like, because I couldn't justify grown men doing dumb logic. Oh well. Yeah, because then I could just be like, well, it's on the card now, so you gotta pay it, and I go scot-free. But I wasn't doing this whole time because I had to pay up front. And if I had to pay up front, I would have to explain that I needed gauges, and no one would understand me that I needed gauges. Like, they don't fucking understand. I gotta explain it. I don't know. What the fuck? Because I work for my family. I mean, even before then, I was like a programmer and never even had enough money to do the engine rebuild. So, yeah. Kind of dumb. Pretty dumb. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's my whole rant. And now we're headed there, and we're gonna look at that fucking
In 500 meters, keep right.
Oh, well. Okay, just keep on ranting. Oh yeah, I'm definitely selling the fucking Civic now, because I gotta pay for this fucking rebuild.
Keep right.
If someone shows up now, then I'll give it, but fuck. Maybe I should put up for sale again.
Continue for 1.5 kilometers.
It's so funny, like, also that motor is going. Before I was very proud of it. I was like, yo, 250 PSI, this is gonna be a wreck. Like, I was like, I need to discover this 250 PSI shit compression test. And then it turned out like it was burning oil. And then came in the varying compression test and stuff. Like, okay. And then my mechanic also agreed. He was like, at first he wasn't believing it, but he was like, okay, yeah, it is fucking going. And I can now feel it. When I put it in first and I let go of the clutch, it used to just lurk forward, like as if it's a fucking automatic. But now it needs a little gas to go.
In 500 meters, turn left.
Wait, shit. Oh, yep. So this is my motor. It's completely fucked. I had to pull it out, and well, some of the pistons are scraped to shit. So yeah, as you can see over here. Yeah, that's not good. The top looked fine. Tell me that. Wait, where the fuck? Yeah, but and then yeah, I don't know, maybe this one. Yeah, you can see some fucking heavy ass scoring. I don't know if it's visible. It doesn't look good. And that's all because I wasn't being dumbass. Next time, buy gauges, or you'll end up like this. Fucking rebuild number 2. God damn it.